I like Glorilla because she's natural. Anyway, let me bring up Cardi B. Cardi B. Wow, I had to type Cardi B predator. Anyway, so Cardi B was speaking out about the Dalai Lama. If you guys don't know, this is crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even know the Dalai Lama was still alive. I thought that was like an entity. I didn't even know it was a dude. Bro, this dude looked like a pedophile, bro. This dude looked like a creep. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, look at this dude. Like, I didn't even know this dude was still alive. That's why, I didn't even really want to repost the thing. I'm like, this nigga ain't dead. It's like Gandhi. Like, Gandhi not alive, right? Like, I'm thinking these motherfuckers not even around. This dude around playing, he got his tongue out like, bruh, this is a perv. He got to be in the Catholic Church. Anyway, Cardi B commented on the pervy llama. First of all, any nigga with llama in their name, you should already know. They're on some different type of timing. She commented on him kissing a boy, like literally trying to tongue kiss the boy, was sucking on the boy's tongue or had the boy suck on his tongue. It was some weird stuff. Like, I couldn't even really watch the clip. Anyway, people called out Cardi B. They said, Cardi B, yeah, he's weird and creepy and definitely a predator. But what about you, Cardi B? You admitted back in the day that you used to drug and rob men. That seemed pretty predatorial. Cardi B had a response for that, okay? Let me see if I could play her response, hopefully in full. Does this have it?
Got 3 kids and I got 2.
Here we go.
So me and one of my high school friends, we don't really...
I'm gonna take a piss while this plays.
Talk much, but
by the way, everybody start coming over to Rumble because I am gonna cut the stream pretty much after this topic. I cut the YouTube stream after this topic, and we still got about probably like an hour or 2 to go, which will only be on Rumble.
Sometimes we do be speaking, and like she is really like she's really like a conspiracy. She's like a very woke person. Sometimes she believes certain conspiracy, and sometimes we will debate about it. But it's crazy because we was just talking about how fucking sick. There's like a lot of predators out there, and like we both are mothers. She got 3 kids and I got 2 kids, and we was just talking about predators, and we was just talking about how like and fucking people that like desire are like literally everywhere. Like it could be your next door neighbors, it could be teachers, it could be a bum in the street, and it could also be a fucking billionaire. It could be a mayor. It could be a person that runs a church. Actually, a lot of times it's a lot of people that take advantage of religion, and they will take advantage of religion, and because they have that power, they will take advantage of our. And you know what they are? People that are always running these religions and these beliefs, they're usually men. But don't get it twisted. There's a lot of women. So me and my friend was talking about that, and I'm gonna put that screenshot too. Let me see if I could put it up. I don't want to think.
Let me skip past.
I don't want to put the wrong one. Herself. Some people take advantage of religion and start doing the things to our. So I posted a tweet about it, right? So I posted a tweet about it because it's just like, we really have to protect our kids any way possible. And we have to like let our kids know to be alert and like know that there's a violation when people touch, when it comes to family, when it talks to friends, when it comes to teachers, or when it comes to other kids. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some that are more advanced than others. So I put the tweet up, right? I put the tweet up, and now people want to come at me like, oh, bitch, you're the wrong messenger. You're the wrong messenger. Then you robbing, man. And it's like, listen. Y'all not going to keep doing this, because when it comes to fucking weird-ass and shit, I'm really like, I don't play that shit. I really don't fucking play that shit. And for y'all to like trying to say that I'm like I'm some weird bitch because they wanted to buy from me, and a lot of y'all be like, oh, these were vulnerable men you took advantage of. These were no fucking vulnerable men. These are some freak ass that like to go to the club, that like to get drunk.
I love Cardi B. Me and her have talked a bunch of times. We have a pretty cordial relationship. But I will tell her, this is this. You see how she describes men that go to the strip club. These are some weird pervy dudes. No, a lot of those dudes that you're talking about were men with sex addiction. If we're gonna be all the way woke, let's be all the way woke. Don't only be woke when it comes to things that are, because you said, she also said, hey, she was a young woman who she feels they were trying to take advantage of. These were a lot of guys with issues who sometimes are spending their last dollar in the strip club to feed an insatiable appetite of sometimes a sex addiction. And essentially, you took advantage of that. But also, they were trying to take advantage probably to a certain extent too. So it's one of those things where you're not the like being a stripper, you're not like some helpless. This is a profession. When you become a sex worker, granted, there might be situations and scenarios that have allowed you or led you to that path in life, but you're not somebody who have been trafficked into this profession. You're not like a victim of being human trafficking. You're choosing this as your way of how to make your income. But just like how there's probably pervy men probably trying to take advantage, you're right. There are also dudes who have a sex addiction who are also going broke over this stuff. Now, what people accuse her of with drugging, this also gets into another, it's a little dicey because that's if someone said they want to buy pussy. By the way, that's illegal pretty much everywhere. But that essentially is a bartered transaction where you must have agreed to get paid something, possibly to have sex or do some type of sexual favor, which means you're in agreement to some extent. This is before the drugging. It's not that they're coming on to you and your only way to escape is because you drugged them. You're just saying, well, y'all are both pretty much trying to play a game of finessing each other. And you're playing a game of trying to finesse each other, and essentially you feel justified in drugging and taking people's money because you felt like they were trying to take advantage of you. It's an interesting situation, but I have to pause when she says this because what she's saying does not validate men being drugged, especially when you're not saying you were being drugged at all. Like, it seems you're the one making a decision, and you're the only person who might be making decisions without I won't say intoxication, without being coerced or being under the influence unknowingly, right? Again, we all know strip club culture too. So I'm not defending men in there that's doing some weird shit. Strip club culture is nasty as hell. There's niggas who I know who everybody in the hood know they burn, and they go to the strip club and they know they give a chick some money. The chick ain't gonna be like, oh, niggas, they can't even see the nigga's face. So some really creepy shit happens. It's just that you got to stop short of defending drugging men and possibly and also robbing them, right? But this is a good conversation to have.
And after the club is closed, they trying to fucking take at your bitches and trying to bargain. No, I'm gonna go through them fucking pockets, and then y'all be like, you can rob them. Did I touch their body? Did I touch their ass? Did I touch them? Did I put my lips on them? No type of fucking. Don't confuse. And even if y'all claim, oh, you robbed them, was robbing and.
Okay, to give like an equivalency, and y'all tell me if this is a good one. I just thought about it on the spot. You know, obviously when you think about people taking advantage, and also I keep saying there's these double standards with women and men. With women, you don't ever look at women being predators, but men always seem to be predators. So, or seem to be labeled predators. Let me take it off these type of things and just bring it to random crime, right? If a drug dealer is about to sell you drugs, and you somehow drug the drug dealer and rob the drug dealer, if Can you justify doing what you did if you're saying, well, that person was going to sell me some addictive drugs anyway, so they were wrong, so me doing what I did, I think is fair game. Is that fair to kind of make that equivalency? Or am I off? Y'all can tell me. What y'all say on Rumble about that? Not the same thing? Well, I know y'all, a lot of y'all say not the same thing. The reason why I use that explanation is because here's the truth. Anytime a woman uses the excuse of potentially being in distress sexually from a more superior, or usually more physically superior being as a man, their actions become justified a lot. Have you ever heard about, oh yeah, he was beating her. He was beating her, so she shot him 50 times. Crime of passion, let her go. Right? You could get away with things, right? When you use, put it like this, like if a woman does something and she says, well, I think he was trying to like rape me. A lot of people are going to be like, well, good. All right, good. Whatever you did, that's perfect. Great. He deserves that. Right? So when Cardi throws in the mix, y'all were trying to take advantage of me, it makes robbing and drugging seem validated, because in our society, we look at men who would be trying to take advantage of a woman as not only some heinous individuals, but who gives a fuck really what happens to them. The only exception that's kind of happening here is that, as she describes the story, which, I'm trying to correct it, right? I think she uses trigger points, trigger words, or trigger situations that you're going to be like, oh, damn, these dudes are trying to take advantage of you. All right, whatever you did, screw it. The only thing here is that in most strip club culture, there's usually an understanding, or there's usually a verbal agreement to say, you give me this, I give you that. And this is usually the after hours, like, and most of these, I won't say necessarily Cardi B because she says she never sold pussy. But a lot of these people in the strip club, they sell pussy on the side, or they sell pussy to their regulars, or they'll go to the after hours and sell pussy. What I'm trying to say is that when Cardi describes it like this, she comes across like the helpless woman being cornered by the horny guy. Do you get what I'm saying? The helpless woman walking home being cornered by the horny guy, and whatever she did to get out of that situation, we as a society is going to say warranted, rather than the reality of what this was, that you were in a culture, and I would imagine, I'm not saying this happened all the time, but I'm making assumptions. If a dude was going to try to purchase pussy from you, you may have either told him that you would sell him pussy, or it was somehow, presented in the air as it was going to be a transaction that was going to be done, not necessarily someone was trying to just force themselves on you. Because again, what I'm trying to say is that when she explains it, if she is explaining somebody trying to actually rape her, we're not going to be like, oh, why did you rob? No, you can do whatever to that person you want, right? But if you were selling pussy, which now that's just a transaction, and especially happens frequently sometimes in a back room in a strip club, now you're just kind of, you're explaining, you're using the woman get out of jail free card to get out of a situation where if that person's wrong, you're not right either. You know what I mean? Y'all are both wrong, even if they were being creepy, right? I hope that made sense.
Robbing and is two different type of shit. So don't call me no. Don't fucking play with my name like that, because I don't play that shit. And because of that tweet, people talking about like, oh, but you the wrong messenger. How am I the wrong messenger, bitch? I'm the right messenger because I'm a fucking mom.
I agree with her with that too. I do think that, because she has kids, she probably saw her kids with this creep over here, and she could just imagine, yo, this probably happens a lot when mothers, single mothers, or sometimes single fathers, or even two-parent households, they'll send their kids to church or send their kids to the synagogue or wherever, and they're saying, well, they're under the care of a religious leader, nothing could go wrong, but this dude over here is trying to play, you know what I mean, tongue twister with your fucking kid. You know what I mean? That's weird. So I don't think she's the wrong messenger. I think people might just be frustrated with her, thinking that she's still playing victim in the situation where she admitted that she robbed and drugged men. I think that's what people probably feel.
I'm a fucking mom. And I'm a fucking woman. And I'm a girl that as a teenager, my body got up. I don't talk about that shit because it's like, that's another story for another time. But just the whole fact that it's like, but y'all don't even try me because I want y'all to protect y'all because y'all need to be more careful with y'all sick, and it makes me feel like y'all party y'all fucking self. The fuck. There's a lot of weird shit that be going the fuck on, that as you get older and as you get wiser, you see that like we live in a very fucky ass world.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, you know, I'll end it here with this whole Cardi thing. I think Cardi's sincere. The Dalai Lama is a fucking creep. I think she has the right message to say, yo, listen, you got to watch your kids because even spiritual leaders could take advantage of them. Do I think she's the wrong messenger? No, she definitely has kids, very young kids. That's probably one of the biggest concerns as she moves around and, you know what I mean? Like, shoot, you know, again, parents, a lot of times they used to allow the TV to babysit their kids. Sometimes they allow, you know, sometimes even the church or other places where they or other institutions where they trust the system involved, whether it be the school or even be a church or something like that. So I don't think she's the wrong person to speak on this at all. I just believe that, you know, the story she told, I don't think she sees it from the other angle. Right? Or maybe she's just not being vivid enough. Like, the dudes that you say you were robbing and drugging, like, again, within that environment, how were they trying to purchase something that wasn't on sale? You know what I mean? So, again, that's why people are looking at that to say, nah, something don't sound right. Right? Like, and by the way, here's the thing, too. I don't know Cardi's situation, but shoot, didn't I give you this example? And Cardi, if you ever see this, like, maybe your story is specific where you were actually a victim of whatever with those men, and hopefully it's a finite, small amount of men you're talking about, but you blanketly put it out on the internet. Didn't I tell you a story about how some chick was trying to set me up, trying to get me drunk, trying to get me robbed? Like, I wasn't purchasing anything. I thought like we were just having a good time. You know, in her mind, she's thinking, well, I know he has money. I'm going to actually try to backdoor this dude that he could get robbed, that the money I think he be having, we could all break it down. So again, you can't really, it's hard to ever really stomach the message of you know, validating robbing and drugging men, because many of men have lost their life from a woman who men used to look at as harmless, getting either drugged or setting them up to being robbed. This is no joke. Look how many situations we're talking about where a woman may have been involved in somebody losing their life. So again, that's serious. And I think Cardi, you know, she probably got some trauma from the strip club, so she probably can't see beyond her own situations. But she should probably understand why, like, people ain't going to be jacking that. Like, no one will ever be like, oh, yeah, no. Now, that makes sense why you did that. No. Like, if we ever acknowledge that women drugging men and having them robbed was cool, that's how men lose their lives. And in most of these situations where we're talking about, the women are always untouched. You know, some people, they believe there was a woman who gave up the drop or it was whatever when it came to the whole Pop Smoke situation. Who's the person that died? It was only one. It's a man. So again, you can't really jack that type of stuff. And I know she's trying to make it personal and kind of go back to some trauma she had, but it don't sound like no stuff that we could co-sign at all. Robbing and drugging, nah, It's a lot of dudes who've died out here because a girl, like I kid you not, I'll give you on some realistic stuff. A girl who I was dealing with, she told me the same thing. I swear. A girl who I was dealing with, but she wasn't a dancer. I didn't even know she was a dancer. So when I met her, I never knew she was a dancer. But she told me later, she said, yo, I'm going to be honest. And I always I eventually trusted her a bit because she wasn't in that life anymore. But that was kind of alarming that she would just nonchalantly, admit that to me. So this is what she said. She said, yo, her whole thing was just like she wasn't green, right? She said, yo, I never really stripped, but I used to act like I was a stripper. And then when dudes usually try to oh shit, let's come through for this private party or shit, then how could I link you in? Because they're trying to have sex with her. She would invite them dudes to come to a hotel or whatever. And then she'd call her mans and they would rob the dude. You get what I mean? And, clearly she's free, so I'm hoping nobody ever died. But that's a very scary situation. Not because a dude is horny, means he deserved to get robbed and drugged and possibly killed. Because most of these situations, it ain't just a woman and a guy. Because we're thinking about it like that. Oh, big bad man. Very scared, timid woman. Man, most of these chicks that be in the clubs, they know the street dudes. They know the street dudes. Yo, listen. This dude knocked the F out in here. Yo, I'm about to dip. He in this room. Bro, he definitely got 50 grand on him. Bro, that happens a lot. That definitely happens a lot. So, I think when Cardi, and I've heard her speak about this a few times, I don't think she recognizes that. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to men, I keep telling y'all, men are just seen like these days, because of the media and all these other things, being a man, you're just seen like a predator. Oh my God, this big bad man who blah, 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 blah. So no one actually thinks about, damn, it's kind of like even yo, all right, what should happen if a chick just lied on you about whatever? Everybody says, who cares? So your life is in shambles, wrecked. But there's no accountability elsewhere. So, you know what I mean? That would be my message to Cardi B, to nobody's, at least for me, I'm not saying, oh, you deserve to be locked up. I don't know the full situation of that. And shoot, you're famous now. If there was some real stuff behind it, I would hope that the police would be like, all right, let's look into this. Are there accusations? Are there real people? I don't know. But I do think that her standing on this opinion that, and maybe she's apologized for it before, so I don't know. Her standing on the opinion that her being involved with robbing and drugging men isn't that crazy of a thing that people could still be outraged about, because she felt they were trying to take advantage of her to put that blanket message out there with her platform. I think is very short-sighted, and I think, she has a husband, and I think they have a young son. She's probably going to realize what the ramification of that is sooner, hopefully not later, right? Somebody said Cardi B fell off. Nah, Cardi B never fell off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cardi B's been Cardi B's like a weird thing in music. She's never fell off, bro. Like, as soon as she got on, she don't even put out music. Cardi B's just Cardi B has stayed at this one level where I really think people just love her. Like, it's kind of odd. I think they love her more than the music. In my eyes, she's never fell off, because every time she drops something, it does ridiculously good. So, granted, should she have put out an album? Of course. You know what I mean? She should have put out an album, because her first one did really good. It got Grammy nominated. Not that we should care about it, or care about the Grammy nomination. But yeah, she got pregnant twice, had 2 kids. She's focusing definitely a lot on family. She's done some couple singles and done a bunch of remixes, but I haven't seen the emphasis on, hey, here's a new project. We'll see though. All right, let's keep it going. By the way, people on YouTube, I need you guys to all go to rumble.com. Actually, we're going to spam it in the chats. Just spam it in the YouTube chat. rumble.com/c/academics. You will be on the page that we will be streaming for the next, probably an hour or two. I appreciate you guys, rocking with me. I know there was some super chats. Let me make sure I read them. And by the way, Playful Anxiety, I see you over there, yo. Love you. Matthew Young, we read yours. This is my boy AD. He says it does. Someone says, yo, oh yeah, we talked about the Vibes Cartel thing. Dustin Cook, he says, yo, happy Thursday, motherfuckers. Boogie says, yo, I'd tell too if I had to go through that. He's talking about the YSL thing we reacted to earlier. Caleb Brandt said, mafias and biker gangs in Canada used to use encrypted 5 to 10K BlackBerry to organize murders and drugs. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I've seen that before. Oh, they say in 2018 or 2019, something cracked the encryption code. Wow. A little Trap Z said slow it down. He was talking about when we were playing the Trap Lord Ross clip. It was really long. We couldn't really slow it down. SG says RIP KI XO AB CD EFG. Oh my God. Somebody said not Vaughn offering up the polygraph test. Somebody said, can we get a YB update? Are you still talking to him? Yeah, I haven't talked to Young Boy in I feel like a month. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like usually when I don't talk to him for a long time, it's probably he changed his number. So, I'm not the guy who's like, yo, what's your number? So usually he'll just call me. But I'm pretty sure we'll talk soon. Somebody says Lil Nas X is a Bud Light. What does that mean? I've been hearing people talk about this Bud Light thing. What's going on with that? Then somebody says Cardi Crosby. Yeah, I don't, obviously that pisses her off. I think she should just send a better message because not everybody has good intentions, man. There's a lot of women out here setting up dudes. All right, yo, YouTube, get over to Rumble. We are at Rumble right about now. We about to talk about some Bandman Kevo. Kevo said he's started a new trend. Everybody want to get their body done, okay? He said 1.3 million people want to get their body done. Please make it over to Rumble. I will see you guys. Hopefully I'll be streaming tomorrow. I think I will be. I'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube. By the way, I think 3 days away from Twitch being back. So the same stream you see on YouTube, you'll see on Twitch when we get back. But we're on Rumble for the next hour or two. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube. All right? All right. Here we go. How do I got to get off YouTube. Here we go.